it automatically zooms in on the driver. They say it's to prevent people from talking on their cell phones when they're at a stop sign or a stoplight. Sounds like a lie to me, don't it? Man, you want somebody looking at your ugly mug while you're sitting at a stoplight or a stop sign or something? Man, don't pick your nose. They're gonna see it
I'll do
in
it.
high definition.
They wanna
Zoom right in.
If they want to see, I'll do it.
Hey, you know what I'm gonna do? Every time I see a camera and I come up to a light or a traffic stop or whatever, I'm just gonna look up at it and stick my tongue out. Okay, enough of the funny stuff. So we got the
funny faces.
new high def double lens with zoom features for the drivers. So let's check out these other cameras. Now this is just like Jesse said with laptops and cell phones, and now everybody's got to have these doorbells that got the built-in camera.
Too, the doorbell camera.
Yeah, why?
Doorbell.
Well, it catches FedEx and what's the other delivery? They throw your packages on your porch and you can catch them now.
Yeah.
That's been all over Facebook.
And it would be criminal that maybe
too.
wants to use the front door to
Or
get
try to
into
steal
your
your
house,
package.
right?
Which is like a protection too.
Exactly. But
There's no more, this is what we call, you can run, but you cannot hide.
Right?
thank you, dear.
And the doorbell cameras now, you can talk to the person that's on
They
the other
have
side of the
audio.
Oh my God.
Yes.
It's so cool, but it could also be a bad thing.
Can you imagine, Jess, you're out of town, you pull up your little smartphone because you want to check your security system of your mansion, and you go and you flip through the external cameras around your property, and okay, it all looks good, and then you bring up your little doorbell camera, and you notice there's somebody actually there. You can talk to him. You can go, hey, what do you want? In real time. Jeez, oh Pete. Here's a part of it I don't think I like very much. Are we aware that these cameras are tied into the internet, obviously, which are also legally being tapped into by law enforcement and other government agencies? Okay. Here's the deal though. They're all equipped with artificial intelligence, facial recognition. Yeah.
Everything has AI now.
Everything's running AI. Everything's facial recognition. Well, not here in the U.S., Rich. We're not like that.
No.
Wrong. Wrong. And one more time. Wrong. Hey, anybody ever been up to Tacoma, Washington lately? Hey, Scott Meady, don't you have kinfolk that live up there in Washington somewhere?
Yeah.
Maybe we can go.
Vancouver. They live up in Vancouver because Scott's son sent my dad the tank for his motorcycle.
There you go.
They live in Vancouver, Washington.
We might actually have to see if we can get Pat to go do an outing and maybe get us some film footage that we can share. So here, this is what I ran across this week. So this dude and his wife, they're visiting Washington. I think it was Tacoma. Okay. So they go walking, they stop into the gas station. I don't remember the name of it. It's a gas station / convenience store, right?
Yeah.
Gotta get some gas, and so they go and put their card in, and the little TV monitors playing commercials and stuff on the gas pump. And yeah, they do have cameras out there too. So here you go. Hey, honey, you want to go in and get a couple snacks before we hit the road? Sure, dear, let's go do it. Not a very feminine voice, was it? But I tried. So they go walking up, and she gets up to the door and goes and grabs it, and it's locked. But there's people inside. And she turns to her husband and says, the door's locked. And he's reading a big sign up there, and he goes, well, it says that you have to look up at the camera. So she goes and she steps back and looks up at the camera, and then ding, a little green light comes on, unlocking the door to allow her to go into the convenience store. Yeah. And that ain't the only store. That caught my attention, so I had to do a little bit of digging. They're putting these in everywhere, whether it be a gas station / convenience store or the almighty Walmart. And man, I'll tell you, Walmart fall apart, bunch of Chinese junk. They're really gonna hit us hard now. So
So that whole camera thing on the gas station sounds like a security measure for like if someone tries to steal some stuff while they're in there. So I can understand that.
I can too, and that's the whole appeal to us as human beings, and that's what the Word of God warns us about. Warns. Remember?
Yeah, this
people are going to be crying for peace and safety.
Yeah,
and
this stuff that's happening now is just preparation for the one world government.
Yeah, it's all being put together right now as we speak.
I think this is also in connection with all countries will have like a national ID. Like
it's being done right now. You're right.
Being done in the Philippines also, and here in America. By September 2020, if you don't have a national ID, you won't be able to board.
It's the
domestic
True ID.
Board, yeah.
True ID, I thought it was 2020 is when you had
2020,
to have it by
next year, by
2020.
September.
So when I go get my driver's license here next month, folks, it looks like I'll have to have a True ID.
Yes.
When you go down, I'm going to go down with you because I need my birth certificate to get it. So I have to get my birth certificate.
So if they take my picture again at DMV, because that's definitely going to be tied into the whole facial recognition.
It's just going to be one ID, your driver's license. It's going to be your national ID.
Yeah.
So like if Rena will get that for her, it's just like an ID.
Just an ID, right?
Yeah, but
and
you have to get it.
Mm-hmm.
You have to
they
get
say
it if you want
it's
to go
to.
somewhere.
Well, I also heard that it's becoming the law now that you have to have it.
There you go.
Yes.
It is law. And it's going to come to the point, they start off by saying you won't be able to fly in and out of the country or go to federal buildings.
Not even to be able to fly around the U.S.
Over here,
and that's what it started. But then the information starts leaking out. And then we fly or find out, oh, you can't even fly state to state.
No.
Without it.
You may not even be able to cross state borders without it.
No,
I haven't heard anything about that part, but I know definitely about flying.
Oh yeah, you know what that national ID reminds me of? If we take a trip back to World War II, remember the Nazis?
Mm-hmm.
Give me your papers, show me your papers,
right.
You know? Yeah, we'll be holding up our little national ID or putting it into a machine or something. But
so this is like all in connection with there is like a centralized computer.
yes.
That is not only for United States, but for all over the world.
Yep. Well, up until now, United States had the most powerful computer until these new D-Wave quantum computers came out.
Mm-hmm.
Now they're taking it over. You know, they can. Anyway, we're not talking about computers. Let me tell you guys about
But
Walmart.
that is in connection with your
It's definitely
camera. They're all connected.
One thing about me is I see a little story here and another little story there, and when I make that picture in my mind, man, they gotta connect because it all connects. Mm-hmm. And if we don't realize it, we're gonna walk right into it blind. Walmart real quick. So check this out. Walmart and also Fred Meyer. So how many of you guys, I don't know about the Philippines, what's going on over there, but how many people here go to Walmart at night? Anybody? Have you seen the robots?
What robots?
The ones that clean the floors.
No, I have not.
Automatically driven.
Are you talking about the iRobot Roba? No?
I'm talking about a robot that has AI built-in sensors, and it automatically goes through the aisles cleaning, goes around obstacles.
Sounds like
and
the Roomba.
Oh, maybe it hasn't. It don't talk though, right?
No.
Oh, okay.
It's this little circle machine.
That's it. Looks like a trash can, like
Roomba.
R2D2 kind of thing. Yeah. Okay. I'm sorry. I got confused because part 2 of that is coming to a store near you is real robots stocking shelves, taking inventory.
Yes, that's
Sorry.
been out for a while. There's this company, I can't remember who they work for, but they have these robots and you have these technicians on their computers moving them around, grabbing product and bringing it back to where it's supposed to go.
Now imagine those things are all going to be running on their own now. Artificial intelligence installed.
And then
that ain't the
get
last
rid of humanity.
Well, they're getting rid of humans and jobs and just putting us in a
It's just
big
all
old
go up to
prison.
the mountain and then plant and
We're gonna be in slave camps.
Yeah, every country is just gonna be one big prison under constant surveillance.
Right.
until eventually it's just the entire world. But
This is
Walmart and Fred Meyer's not done yet.
This is just, it came to my mind. Is it possible that the Walking Dead will be happening here?
I don't know. I don't really believe in that.
It's more possible than you might think. Remember, we read about them messing around with genes and
Not only that, but the chemical warfare.
Yeah.
and these things, and 20 bodies were already given to science to try to reanimate. Remember, we covered that story a month or so ago.
Remember those movies a long time ago, and it's happening today.
Oh, I know. Isn't that a
So
trip?
that's why I said, is it possible that Walking Dead will be happening
Here's another
someday?
thing. Walking.
Gosh.
Look at these deer that have this. They call them zombie deer. You know. We're getting off topic. Hold on a second. Fred Meyer and Walmart. Let's finish off. So here's the trick. Coming to a store near you. We're in Little Town, USA, so we don't really see all the big city stuff going on and things that are already in action. But self-checkout. We know what that is, right? You go
Right.
up and run your own things through.
I like it.
Yeah,
it's a lot.
convenient.
They have a
quick, right?
webcam on it too.
And
Yeah,
yes,
everything
indeed. And every time you walk up to that thing, it knows who you are.
Right.
So that's not even getting started, folks. So imagine, okay, you go through checkout. Now you don't even have to scan all these items across the thing anymore, because every item is already marked. Seriously,
You still have to
marked
scan
with
it
what it is, and how you won't have to scan nothing.
someday.
So
Right now in Japan, right now in China, they don't even do currency. China, you got your cell phone, you walk up to the door, facial recognition lets you in. You go into the store, grab this, grab that, grab everything, put it in the bag, and you know what you do? Head on out the store.
they send you a bill in the mail.
It's automatically taken out of your account right off your phone before you even leave the store.
Oh wow! So it's like the Apple Wallet, where you have your cards linked to it, and okay. That's
Yeah,
cool.
so your cell phone in China is now linked to everything. And
Uh-huh.
that is the AI of China,
Well,
you know?
they were saying that the AI capacity in a smartphone is like two humans put together. It can literally do a lot.
Yeah, and we're on the cusp of that being like old technology already, you know, because of the D wave and artificial intelligence, figuring out these new ways and stuff. So here, picture this. We ain't done with Walmart and Fred Meyer yet. I am not a Walmart fan.
Well, I kind of have to go shop.
Damn to go in
Grandpa
there.
works
That's
there.
where I
Yeah.
go every day.
I know.
I get that 10% discount.
I'm one of those dudes. Even before my back and hips were bad and I could walk that store all day long, I would go into there and it just felt like, I don't know, some kind of concentration camp.
Or some
Now me,
porn.
I can stay there the
Beehive.
whole day to shop.
Beehive full of people. So here, how fun is it going to be to go shopping? You go to Fred Meyer, and they're setting up. They call them, well, the people that recognize it are calling them cattle gates to herd the sheep in and out of the store. So you go through. You basically got the metal things with the little gate. You know how you step through. Well, it's to get everybody to start going in line, stop, get scanned by facial recognition before you enter. You go do your shopping, and you go out. And lo and behold, a real robot that can actually walk and talk is your greeter now. So you know all these old folks and crippled folks that do that for work, they're out of there, Jack. They're going to put a robot there, and that robot is tied in with everything in the store. And it even knows everything that you have before you're going to walk out. It knows if you have enough money to pay for the items that you're taking out of that store, and he will stop you and not let you out the doors. They're locked. So you got to go to a locked door to get into the store, get in and do all your stuff, and you got to get back out of that store, Jack. I don't like that. If the computer says, hey, that dude is Joe
nobody
Schmo
can-
from Timbuktu, and I'm actually like, no, I'm not. I'm just Richie B. It's just me.
So nobody can steal anymore.
Stealing will just about be out the gate.
Yeah, that'd be a good thing.
Anyway.
I'm kind of scared of the AI.
Yeah,
No more crime.
that's just some really tripping
Well,
stuff.
cut the crime in half.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's move on. Let's jump on to China. I ran across another one. Folks, these Chinese scientists are out of control. Well, I think they all are out of control. It's just China has no problem telling everybody the horrible things that they're doing. So
They're so brilliant. They're crazy.
I know. You remember the 1,100 pound
I think
pork that they
China-
can grow now that's genetically
How many
altered.
pounds?
1,100.
1,100 pound pig. Oh, they grow them left and right now. They're monster, massive. Same thing with beef. Cows ain't gonna look like cows no more.
Well, they were the first to come out with cloning, and now they're trying to clone mammoths and stuff.
They are. They're cloning, splicing DNA, altering DNA. Remember, I told you about the two little girls that were born. They are cloned, and they had their DNA altered to be resistant to diseases. Right? Okay. So here's another wacky one out of China. China has successfully crossed DNA with a pig and a monkey. Yeah, I just said that. Chinese scientists have crossed DNA with a monkey and a pig.
What would you call it? A pamunky?
I was saying just a punky, but yeah, I like yours better. Actually, they got a name for it. I wrote it down. Yeah, I think it's like Chamil or Chammy or something. Chamara.
I like pamunky better.
Yeah, Chamara. And folks, that's funny. That's entertaining, isn't it? With all the pictures that instantly pop into your head of crossing a monkey and a pig. Look some of the pictures up. There's pictures. Now check this out. China has also bound together with a pig human DNA.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Human what?
Into a pig.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
How would it look like?
and it grew. It came. There's pictures of it. You know, the little peanut when it's in your tummy. Yeah, and they say they killed it.
Well,
I don't think they did.
No.
No, they're gonna see what that hideous thing's gonna grow into, aren't they? Yeah, it takes us back to the flippin' Nazis and back to the commie Russians again.
That's all they were doing back in the war.
Weird stuff. Yeah, it never stopped.
No.
They come on TV and we'll never, that's too immoral. You know, for the sake of mankind and science, we would never do such a, man, folks, they've been doing this junk since before you were even born.
No, what they're trying to do is they're trying to play God.
That's exactly what thank you, Jess. They're trying to play God. They're trying to figure out a way that they can escape death, folks. Whether it be through altering the human to make him able to live on and on and on, or look at transhumanism, the merging of man and machine, or if you even want to go total machine, they can print memories out of your head and put it on a CD right here, right now, today. Right now. And it's been stated that they can even take your conscious mind and do like a flash impression and put it into some kind of a computer.
So you live on through a computer? You
know what? If I got hit by a car and died and woke up and I was in a computer or in a freaking robot, I think I would just brick sideways. See, I didn't say the bad word that time, folks. I mean, I would a full-blown stack of bricks, every one of them sideways. If I woke up and I was in a freaking robot or a computer, I don't want no part of that mess. I'd rather take the gift that Jesus Christ gives us and have hope on his promise of a new divine body. I'd rather be more like an angelic being than it would be a flipping stuck in a computer.
Right.
I mean,
I'd rather be an angelic being too.
And we know that ain't going to work for him, because remember we read 2 Peter and it says that God is going to literally melt everything into existence, into nothing, and rebuild, not reform or remodel, rebuild a new heaven, new earth.
Yep.
Yes, indeed. That's what I want.
And that's not going to be earth.
Okay, so what else do I got here for you? I got... Dude, come on, Jack. I can't believe it. If you can't see what they're spraying in the sky, laying out in the ships, the bunker fuels and stuff, and I really hope you guys take even 1 minute to analyze, as stated in the Bible first when we started here, see what's going on. It ain't science fiction, folks. It's science fact. Now they're building these cloud seeding towers. And there's pictures of them, Jess. Huge towers, and these things are pumping out some serious heat. They're propane driven. All right, I thought you might get a kick out of that. This one's for my buddy Scotty. Scotty, I hope you are in the house, or anybody else that is ready to put their fingers to work and search that wicked wide web. I mean, World Wide Web. Check this out, folks. Type in ground generators.
What?
See what you find.
Ground
I
generator?
bet you it's going to lead you over to the Middle East, to the United Arab Emirates. Yeah.
That's where my brother's
So there you go.
working.
Now, one more. We ain't done yet. I ran across another news article that just, it's seriously, I've gotten to the point where not much really makes me mad anymore, dear.
Ground what?
It's just surprising.
This just hammered me. Hammered.
Well,
Oh,
what you
I
say,
thought you
ground
would find
what?
it surprising.
Ground beef?
No, we're talking about the Circus of Horrors.
Circus of Horrors.
Circus of Horrors. That's not what it's really called, folks. That's what I titled for myself. Australia. Yeah, the land down under. We got good folks that live down there, but doggone, they're not happy with this cruise. So there is a place down there. It is they do performances, but it's also a school for learning circus techniques and things like that, right? So, I mean, what kid doesn't like to go to the circus? Man, I thought it was a
So
blast.
did I. Well, I've never been to a
Well-
circus. I've been to fairs.
Yeah,
I
there
don't
you
know.
go.
I don't
So
know if
check
there's
this out.
difference.
Can you imagine being, a 6, 7, 8, 9, 10-year-old little boy or little girl, and there's actually a place where you can go and learn how to do that stuff?
That's cool.
Trapeze and flying around and painting your face like clowns. I mean, the whole thing.
Those are entertainment for kids.
Yeah, that's what we would think. But you know what was really going on in this joint? Yeah, that's why I
cult
titled
rituals.
it Circus of Horror. It's a
Circus of horror.
It's a child sex ring. Hey,
Oh,
hard
no.
to say those things, folks. Yeah, and it's worse than just that. Oh my golly, it's much, much worse. So here's what's going on, and not just a bunch of perverted clowns that like to, fiddle around with little boys. No, these little boys were exposed to and had to take part in not only sexual acts, but also blood rituals. Demonic, satanic, occultist, whatever you want to call it. Can you imagine your little kid going and, hey, I'm going to go learn how to be a clown at the circus. I'm going to fly on the trapeze. And that's what he gets to come home with? Not cool, man. So yeah, that is, look it up for yourself. Read the whole article. There's a lot more details, more things that I just cannot say on the radio. And, honestly, I don't want to talk about it much more. It just chaps my hide up one side and down the other. This is Western Sydney Circus School. There you go. Look that up. Western Sydney Circus School. So now you got a couple of them.
No,
that
thank
one
you.
and ground generators. So I got one more to tap y'all out with what the news here tonight. All right. And this one is to all of my fellow gamers. I being a past gamer, I don't do it no more. It just ran too much of my life. Too much of an addiction for me. Video game. We know video games can be bad and blah, 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 blah. I ain't going to sit there and preach at somebody that don't want to hear it. But here's one video game. And this is for the, like I said the other week, the hypnotized, brainwashed, sick, unattentive, uncaring parents that just walk these stores and just grab this and grab that, and we'll buy this for Johnny's Christmas present, and this we'll send over to Sally and whatnot. So just beware of what you're buying, because this video game you do not want in the hands of your children. And unfortunately, folks, it is already very popular and is being played online right now as we speak. This name of the game doesn't sound real bad. Goat Simulator.
Goat Simulator.
Hey, man, what an exciting game. What are they going to do? Put machine guns and rocket launchers in these little cartoon goats and go around shooting each other? No, unfortunately not. This game, the objective of this game is your character, you're a goat, is you go into this satanic temple, has pentagrams, all the different junk in the video game for your viewing pleasure, so to speak. And the objective of the game is to catch little animals, take them to the sacrifice area, which is a big circle with the pentagram and the little sigils in it. And the objective is to get 5 animals, 1 for each section of the star, and you do a sacrifice. And you know why? Because that gives you satanic powers. Woo! Yeah, you know what those satanic powers let you do in the video game? It lets you go out in round 2 on your real quest to capture human beings, bring them in there and get 5 of them there and do a ritual sacrifice. You think I'm kidding, don't you? I don't kid about this stuff.
But that's only a game.
It's a video game, but my golly, that's what I mean. That's what's wrong with this world. When I was a kid, I played Asteroids on Atari. I played Berserk. You know,
everything. You know, I have an open mind. Yeah, I have faith in God and stuff. But I played demonic games too. You know, like Devil May Cry and stuff like that.
Well, see, when I was younger, I did. I played Dungeons and Dragons, and I played some video games. But see, I didn't understand. I didn't know. And that's the thing. Children out now don't know. They don't know that it's not
playing.
That it's not bad to play a game where you're a goat and you learn how to sacrifice animals to gain satanic power, and then once you gain that, then you move on to human beings, and the whole thing of the game is learning how to make sacrifices and do rituals. Oh my gosh, folks, we gotta be almost out of time here. Yeah, we are definitely. Next week, I apologize, we didn't make it to Exodus. There's one more to go, folks. The last one.
You know, they love the news better.
We're going to cover Exodus
because
next
it's happening.
week. No matter what. But please, just understand why I feel it's important to share some of these news stories. Because look, man, I know you guys have computers just like I do, and you look at the news and stuff, I hope. But you know what? When you take a few minutes and instead of just reading the headlines, you start reading the little articles, especially articles from around the world and smaller newspaper articles. My goodness, it is amazing what you can learn. And it is just amazing at how much just news shows us and proves to us the times that we're living in and the condition of man's hearts. Condition of man's hearts are so messed up that, hey, it's getting darn near to the point that it was just like in the days of Noah, just as it was with Sodom and Gomorrah. The whole thing is, folks, man, you need Jesus. If you don't have him, and I'm not talking in a religious sense, a denominational sense, a personal relationship sense. That's you and God having a personal relationship that's sealed through eternity. Hey, you're going to get left behind, and you will be a part of all this mess. And believe me, folks, the day is going to come where a lot of us folks that thought this was all a game and didn't take it seriously, our eyes are going to be opened that quick. That quick. Don't be left behind, man. Today is the day.
So wake up.
Wake up. Man, wake up. Drop to your knees and pray to Lord God Almighty to save your soul and give you eternal hope and an eternal future that is not going to end up bad, man. I don't want nobody to be left behind. Hey, anyway, we should have just had or just having first mission outing in the Philippines. Hey, everybody over there that volunteered, took part, helped, prayed, any of that stuff. You know what?
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Us folks here, the folks down at the church, a couple people in the community.
I talked to
It means more than you'll ever know.
How much the ticket was.
And for you guys that are hopefully Signing up on
No.
YouTube. Yeah, come on,
So I
man.
said, like,
Jump over to
2,400,
YouTube.
the three of us.
Subscribe,
That's a lot
like,
cheaper than
and
what we
share.
thought.
We got to get the
It's
word out,
cheaper
folks.
when you
And the
buy
word
ahead of
is
time, like,
very
I bought
plain
it,
and
like, 6
simple.
months
God's
in
real.
October.
The devil's real.
So 6 months.
Sin is real,
Before
and the
the
penalty for sin
But you
is
can
death.
still find.
And you don't want to spend
cheap
eternity
prices.
outside anywhere that God ain't going to be. That's what it's all about, folks.
We're gonna
And
do
you know the
outing
most
over there.
amazing thing of the whole deal?
I would really love
Because
to go.
of
I'm
God's
excited, but I
perfect
don't know
love
how my
and
life's
grace.
going right now, so I'm not gonna make
No
any
strings
promises.
attached. He already
But one
went
day-
paid the sacrifice. It's done already. It
One
was
day we're
done
definitely going.
2,000 years ago.
And you just.
All you need to do
work.
is if you believe in who God is, what Jesus did, that's dying and being resurrected, and just very plainly and simply say, you know what, Jesus, I know, I believe you died and was raised again. And I understand that death and everything you went through was because of me. And you know what, Jesus, I don't want no part of that no more. The only thing I want a part of is your kingdom to come and a personal relationship with you. So right here, right now, I ask you to save me. I give myself to you freely. And guess what, folks? That's what being born again is all about. It ain't no mystical, magical, big emotional trip or nothing. It's between you and God. And it ain't between anyone else. Hey, gotta get the radio fired back up, get the tunes going back here for KFUG 101.1 FM. Don't forget, tell your friends. Join us next Sunday night at 5:30 Pacific Standard Time for the Project Hope Presents Wake Up. Wednesday mornings, don't forget to jump on your radio, even if you're at work, man. Get your coworkers to turn that dial or maybe put it on the computer or whatever. 9 a.m. also here at KFUG for an hour of good old tunes. I will not, cannot, and absolutely will have no part of playing any music in that hour that is digital, auto-tuned, any of that kind of junk. I want to hear vocals singing from real people, instruments playing without all of the electronic stuff. Good old tunes. All right, KFUG 101.1 FM on your radio dial. It is about that time. Let's get her going here. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you back here next week. God bless.